KwaXimba, a rural village outside Durban, also known as the Valley of 1,000 Hills. Here, the number of child-headed households is high due to HIV and AIDS. Teenage pregnancy, crime, alcohol abuse, and poverty also rife. But in the midst of it all lies hope. In these rolling hills and steep slopes, you will find Sizwe Zuma harvesting crops for his community. He started farming 7 years ago, using a small patch in his garden. But his efforts have multiplied. He is now feeding a number of community members and assisting others to start small vegetable gardens.
We've given about more than 250 families the seedlings, and we told them that we're going to do monitoring and evaluation. We invited them and showed them how to plant. And it's been happening very, very well. And the excitement that came about it, also because of this COVID-19, where people could not go out of their yards to go and buy. And they started harvesting. Remember, you planted the seedling of a spinach. In 3 weeks, you start harvesting.
Here, communities struggle to have physical or financial access to mainstream food supplies.
With the COVID-19, yes, it's disadvantaged a lot of people. But for us in the villages who don't read about poverty, who live poverty, we're able to help each other, you know, and encourage each other and be able to talk about what matters to each other, which is food security amongst ourselves. There is no added cost in terms of the value chain, transportation, you know, handling fees, and all those sorts of things. You know, you come to your neighbor or you go to the garden, you ask for the spinach or the cabbage, they cut it right there and they give it to you.
But the labor of love has also expanded from a small garden patch to a field of vegetables, supplying more to the community and ensuring food security. Some community members buy produce and also sell to their neighbors for profit.
So it's better to come here.
Local traditional leaders have also come on board.
Initially, a group of people were interested to work on the gardens, while others were a bit reluctant and lazy. With time, so many people are also interested in gardening because they can now see the results of what we are doing.
The initiative has created much-needed employment.
I am half the age of Ubaba. He is 84 years old, and I'm 45 years old. I'm here working with him, also showing the youth that they can also be part of the farming community. I also want to encourage young children to also participate so this won't be seen as for the aged.
The reason why I'm here is I want to prevent poverty. I'm also teaching my children so that they can remember that grandfathers plowed vegetables with other community members who were united.
A few kilometers away, Zondlele Sitole has heeded the call to plant her own crops for sustenance. She received seedlings 3 weeks ago and has planted a host of vegetables.
We help each other. I have helped another person from my village and gave her spinach because I know she likes to cook it. It was my neighbor. We have a good relationship and we share food when someone doesn't have.
Sizwe hopes to expand the agricultural efforts in his village by inspiring the youth to start farming and feed the many who are destitute, and hopefully grow the local economy with one bag of vegetables at a time. Jayed-Leigh Paulse, SABC News, KwaXimba, in KwaZulu-Natal.